We go to OCP, just sort of now in conference, where like the old dude who's, if he has a name I don't remember it, but he's like the chairman of the board or whatever.
Norman Osborn.
Yeah, Norman Osborn is demanding sort of some new thing to like put the wrench on Detroit even harder. To which the suggestion is Robocop 2.
Yeah, and they don't call it that, which is quite fun.
Well, yeah, they announce it, and it reminded me very strongly of a line from 3 Days of the Condor, which I had to put in.
In every way, an improvement over the original. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Robocop 2.
Jesus, you guys are kind to yourselves.
And every time they talk about Robocop 2, it's in those terms. But so Robocop 2 is Iron Man 2, I think, steals this joke where they have Justin Hammer make like Iron Man, but isn't good. Essentially, the idea is they've gotten more cops into new Robocop suits, but every time it drives them insane and sort of like homicidal, suicidal. Yeah. They experience a sort of like body horror from being a robot that sort of only Alex Murphy, Detroit cop and robot can bear.
So we get this cool sequence of these like failed Robocop units, and one of them is like one of them's a big gonk droid from Star Wars where he comes out as like gonk, and then he shoots a bunch of the scientists and then itself, and then the other one looks more like a traditional Robocop, but it pulls its own head off and is just like a screaming skull with wires and then just like blows up.
Like Mars Attacks.
Yeah, and we see this operation is under the supervision of a woman named Dr. Juliet Fax, who's going to be one of our
fax machine.
Yeah, who becomes one of our main villains for the film. And
may I just say,
hello,
Dr. Juliet Fax, hello, looks like Kate Bush in a lab coat. Also,
this is my casting. I like her.
Lanky brunette. I'm told that Fax is with 2 X's, which is a fantastic choice. And her vibe is sort of like,
just to make the stupidest possible scientific decisions.
Yeah, let me get weirder with it. I can get so much weirder with this.
She tells the CEO, like, the problem is that we're using cops. Like, we had part cop, part machine, all cop, left dude. We need no cop, all machine, random dude.
Yeah, because
and the CEO's like, brilliant.
Yeah, because the thing about cops is they're very attached to their physicality. Okay, sure.
Bodies and spaces, yeah.
Therefore, when we put them in a robot, they get cop dysphoria, which, you know, been there. They get dysphoria from not being a cop anymore and instead being a robot. And so instead of that, the reason why Robocop works is because he's very Irish Catholic and he has a strong sense of duty, a thing which no other cops are. And so he he's able to like bear the sort of the weight of this robotness upon himself. What she wants to do is just get random guys.
Well, she says specifically the thing that we need is a volunteer. Because none of these cops that they've turned into Robocops volunteered for it. And so a lot of them hate it. She says, what we need is somebody who actually wants to become a Robocop. Maybe somebody who like wants to live forever and is cool. And at this point I was like, okay, I can quite clearly see where this film is going. And it does take a long time to get there.